Welcome to week 3. Hope you're doing well. We kick off our week with our fact of the week, which happens to be about pandas, and that is that they don't have any particular sleeping spots. They simply fall asleep wherever they happen to be. That's the life, huh? Sleeping, eating. Alright, so that's our fact of the week. And what we actually have for this week's module, we have, as you can see, our second current event due Sunday, and we have our first peer review workshop for our first paper, which is Entertainment as Political. As you can see, I will ask that you please submit your rough draft by Wednesday, which is the 8th of May, and that's by 11:59 p.m. And in addition, I ask that you also respond to one another by Sunday. So make sure to do that, please. All right. So let me actually tell you how that will work. So number one, you have your outline already for your Entertainment as Political. So take that and run with it and just write a rough draft, at least 2 pages of it. Just start your essay, no matter if it's messy, disjointed. Part of the writing process is that you have to get messy and just try your hand at the paper. So just write, and please submit it to this link by Wednesday. It has to be by Wednesday by 11:59 p.m. because the Canvas system is automatically programmed to submit drafts only to those students who submitted a draft of their own. So in order to get credit, you have to submit your rough draft by the deadline, which is Wednesday by 11:59 p.m. That's because, once again, 1 minute after, the Canvas system will distribute drafts for you to look at. So 3, and that's going to be right at 12 a.m. on Thursday the 9th. And so it's important you get that in on time. That's the only way you'll get drafts of your own in order to get credit. So when you actually see the drafts that you're going to work with, and I'm going to send an announcement so you can look at what that looks like from your end. Obviously, their cultural artifact has to be clear. So it has to be something like a movie or like a story or like a picture book or like a video game, whatever the case may be. Additionally, you don't want them to choose a series. You don't want to choose a series. Choose one episode. So help them with that if they've just chosen like a whole series. Obviously, too, the main focus is what's the larger takeaway of the chosen artifact? How does it reflect it? Connections to real life, and then so what? Why is that important? And then obviously the pitfall you want to avoid is not just summarizing just for the sake of it, but instead you want to zero in on what is that takeaway message and how does the story or music video or whatever it is reflect that. So that's what you want to do. Remember, in our lesson, we want to move from surface level to deeper level meaning. So, of course, talking about plot points and things like that you see on the surface is part of it because it helps to support your project. But what you want to do is really zero in on the connotation, which is what is that larger takeaway message, right? And beyond that too, as your classmate making connections to the implications to real life. Why does this message connect to real life? Why does it matter? It's the whole so what, right? And that is that. And so you are going to once again get it a minute after the deadline, which is Thursday right at midnight. The drafts will go out. And I want to show you how it's gonna actually look like from your end. I just want to show you something. So I think I know what I'll do. Let me go into one of my other classes. Okay, so I just want to show you how the actual Canvas looks like for you to leave feedback to one another. So what I want you to do, number one, is to actually write on your classmates' drafts, and I want you to leave them a message here, a comment. So these are the tools. As you can see, these are the pages. You can zoom in and out. You can make this full size. This one is a speech bubble, right? You can add something like, hey, this is great, or something. You can add speech bubble. This one is to highlight. You can highlight text, play with colors. This is if you want to write a text box. So And this one is if you want to strike out something. Maybe your classmate repeated something, or there's like an extraneous sentence, so you can cross it out with that. This one's an actual, like a marker. You can draw, exclamation mark, whatever. And what's cool too is that for each of these markings, they all have the option of leaving a comment like right next to it. This one is, once again, if you want to make a box. So after that, you want to leave feedback to one another. So either type it out about what you saw in their paper, or you can leave them a media one. If you click this one, media comment, then you can either leave a video, or if you don't want to leave a video, you can leave audio. So you go here to webcam, no video. This will leave just audio. So whether you choose to type it out or do a video or do an audio, it's all good in the hood. So that is what we have. I think beyond that, we also have our current event 2, which is due Sunday. Make sure to get that one in. But yeah, I think the main thing to remember is to just write your rough draft. Don't think it has to be perfect or anything. Just write at least 2 pages, please. Submit that by Wednesday by 11:59 p.m. because once again, you can't submit it late because the Canvas system will only distribute drafts to those who submit it in on time. Alright guys, thank you. I'm a bit under the weather, you'll have to excuse me. I wish you a lovely, lovely week. Let me know if you have questions. See you.